I saw a clip from your reunion, and I believe your quote was, "This is somebody's first hardcore show, ruin it for them."
Yeah.
And it's like, to anybody from the outside, it would be like, what? Why would the singer of this band want somebody that came to see his band have their experience ruined, right? And it's like, this podcast is done. We've done all kinds of topics, and so like people who listen are not from that world, and it to me it makes perfect sense, right? Because like I think back to when I was a kid, the first show that was really ruined for me was, and I've talked about it a million times, but the Blood for Blood Soccer Riot. They talk about it in the, I think it's the that compilation kind of, there's like live stuff and like previously unreleased stuff. They, in the liner notes of that, I think that's where they referred to it as a soccer riot in Portland, which was, I mean, the most brutal, violent show I ever went to in my life. But I was 17 years old, and I still am involved. Not much, but I still go to a few shows a year, and it's like that. It's just to those of us that get it. It's like you get that. Like you get like, I want to have these crazy experiences. I want to see extreme violence, like for whatever reason. Now I've moved away from that a lot. But in your words, though, when you say that, what are you thinking? When you, because and for the uninitiated, that they refer to that to as a mosh call quite often. Yeah. So that mosh call there, like what's your thought when you say things like that?
I mean, like part of it, I think, is the effect of like people who influenced me, like for bands. Like I was very big into like Rollins, like Jello Biafra. When like I heard Dead Kennedys, like he was very like tongue in cheek and very like snarky.
Right.
And also like, guys like Bruce LePage and stuff, like super miserable, like lyrically and as like a front man. And
it's so funny too when you talk to a guy like that, like Bruce is like, couldn't be nicer.
Yeah.
And then you see him on stage, you're like, oh my God. And like read those lyrics.
Yeah. So I mean, like part of it is that, and then also like, like like a lot of it has to do with like the safe space thing. And it was like, I never went to a show looking for safety, right. And especially like a lot of shows I went to when I was in my teens and stuff like that. Like they were wild, it's like you get merch tables being thrown and like trash cans, fireworks being shot off inside.
Yeah. That was almost an exclusively Western Mass thing, was the fireworks. But yeah.
And like somewhat, I feel like almost like outside society, like I feel like the rules of the normal world don't apply. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the point.